So we're back at it again today. Decided to make some changes on this rack. Okay, I know, not the most perfect engineering. Tell me about it. Still haven't located a welder. Still pissed off about that. But what can you do? So anyways, screw you, Harbor Freight. Oh, and I got an email from their customer service this morning. It was automated. Like, I filled out this whole thing on what welders I'm looking for, if they could tell me when they're going to get them in, or, you know, where I might be able to purchase them at. No, they responded with an automated email saying that if I ordered something, I should be getting a tracking number, and if it's not in stock, then they will send me an email and a tracking number when it becomes available to ship. But that's not what I was asking. I was asking, looking for these two welders, and y'all ain't got neither one of them. So when y'all gonna get them? And I got an automated message. So obviously nobody's personally responding to these emails. But anyways, let's get into what I'm changing. Okay. So we're gonna be using two tools today. So pretty much got the frame up. I decided to switch it from square legs to angle iron. It was going to be easier to be able to bolt this down. I'm going to have one bolt here, and then I'm going to put a third bolt here. Probably don't need the third bolt. These two bolts right here are going to be pretty big, 9/16. I thought I was going to go bigger, but oh my goodness. Come on! Really? Wow, this is amazing. This S8 Plus this camera's turned trash on me. It doesn't focus anything up close anymore. Look at this. This is terrible. I can't even get it to focus on that. So this is a 9/16 rotor broach from Mac Tools. 7 convenient sizes: 5/16, 3/8, 7/16, ½ inch, 9/16, 5/8, and 3/4 holes. You get an arbor, 2 pilots, adjusting wrench, center punch. This thing's pretty much for doing sheet steel. A lot of people use this on an actual drill press. I'm going to use it in a DeWalt battery powered drill. As you can see, this is what it is. It's got a retractable punch, so as you go to drill, the stem pushes up into the cylinder. So you can actually take this, and as you can see, it'll push up for the pilot, keep you centered. It's pretty well constructed. This does not have any real type of warranty on it because it's a breakable component. So all of these bits, once they break, there's no warranty. So you can buy them in packs of 3, depending on what you use the most. Comes with, tells you depending on what you're drilling, but obviously this thing does not like focusing. So mild steel it gives you, which is what we are pretty much, gives you speeds, recommended speed, but I'm using a regular DeWalt, so we're gonna see what happens because I don't have a drill press yet. But this is the kit, comes with all the sizes, pretty nice. Comes with the extra center pieces for this. That's your punch. We're not going to use that though. I got another set. Comes in a nice case. So we're going to be using these metalworking set. These are hole punchers, not hole punchers, but they are made to pretty much spot the hole you want. There's room for more. I don't know why this case has 5 more. It only comes with 4, but I'm guessing you can get more of them. I don't know. So we're gonna end up using this one here. So what you do is, let's see if I can set this up. see if you can see this. All right. So what you do with this is you figure out where you're going to want to put the punch, and it's spring loaded, as you can see. Okay, spring loaded. You set this wherever you're going to plan to drill your hole. So I'm going to go right here. Take it up, set it, take it up, and puts a hole in it. Same thing right here. So, let's see, I don't know if you can see them, but there's one punch, there's two punches. So you can see the holes for the pilots. So then on the Roto-Broach, I'm gonna take that, stick it right in there, and then as I'm drilling down, it's gonna keep it centered while I'm drilling the hole. Same thing over here. Put it in the punch while you're drilling the hole. So, should work pretty good. We'll see what happens.
I'm going to tell you who it is in 6 minutes.
Look at that. Pops right out. Yeah, that's nice. Let's get the second one on here, huh? Put a little bit more oil. Came out. Works pretty fast, faster than the drill bit if you ask me when you're trying to do big holes. So, yeah, I'll show you right now. So, let's see if you can see these. Right here. See if it'll zoom. Yeah, let's see if I can get this. Alright. So this is what it does. If it'll focus, which it probably won't. There we go. So that's pretty much what it does. Oh my goodness, this phone's aggravating. So it drills them out like that, so you're doing a lot less drilling area, so you get a lot more precision hole. I really like them. First time using them, that's pretty sweet, even with a DeWalt with a half-dead battery. So, I mean, you can see those holes are clean. There's no deburr, there's no burrs underneath like a regular drill. I mean, there's kind of a little bit of a mess, but shit, I recommend getting these. Get a set of Roto-Broaches. It came out nice. I'm about to do the other side the same way. Alright, so I got my support arms on, the legs. So what we're gonna do now, I'll show you a video of what I got so far. Don't look like much, but it'll get there. I gotta knock off the inner braces I put on for the floor while I was putting on the legs and stuff, so that way it didn't tip over on me. But yeah, I got the cross angle support beams. Most of them go from the bottom all the way to the top. I don't like that style because of what I'm doing. I need at least 5 or 6 inches from the top for lights. So if I put a full diagonal cross support beam, it's going to be in my way. So I need it for clearance. But here, let me show you what I got. So this is with it on the truck. As you can see. Not too sure how I'm going to run wiring yet. It's going to be down the back somehow, but I'm not too sure how. But yeah, you can see it. It sits right on the back of the tailgate. Jesus Christ. Back of the bed. So, sits right where it needs to be. But we got the angle iron. We got the cross beams. Like I said, most of them go from up here all the way down to the bottom of the mount point. But that's not me. Right now, I'm not sure if I'm going to add a third bolt. As you can see, you got the one right here. And then you got the one in front. So I'm thinking 2 is going to be good enough, because I'm going to be using 9/16 bolts, and there's going to be a metal plate on the underside of the bed rails to help support it. This right here, see that drill holes right here. So most likely I'll gradually bring this down. So a chunk of this will be gone, because I'm probably not gonna be doing a third bolt. I might. It all depends on how this. But if I bolt it down, I mean it pulls it down. So I think I'll be fine with 2 bolts. But yeah, I mean I was gonna cut a slight for the third brake light, but obviously the way I got it positioned with the top of the roof line doesn't affect. It's not gonna affect my third brake light. You're still gonna see it. So. Yeah, it's coming along, so we're getting there. We are getting there. But yeah, these are the ones I'm gonna knock off. These things here, these two things here, I don't need those. Those are just on there for supports on the floor. But all right, cool. So another day, we'll continue the project.